Our next performer is Brett Whitmarsh. Yes. Brett is a late diagnosed bisexual. Woo! They're also a content creator known online as the AuDHD Boss. Why? AuDHD. All right. He loves verbally processing to strangers, he's going to keep that going tonight on this microphone. Please welcome Brett Whitmarsh.
That'll be appropriate in a minute. You never forget your first dick pic. Unrequested. Mine was a little traumatic. Yeah. You know. It was a quiet September night. I was feeling very proud of myself. I had just posted an emotional essay online walking through my coming out process for Bisexual Awareness Month. And I was feeling good. I was feeling like I had just released something from my soul. I was healing my inner child. I was feeling very good. And that's when I got a text notification from a man I'd not spoken to in over 20 years. It was one of those messages that as soon as you get it, there's no words, and you have to open the picture, you have to open the message to see what it is. Naively, I open. Ah! Jesus. Now, without going into too many details, it had a banner, it sparkled, and the text read, "Happy Bisexual Awareness Month." Aw. Now, it was surrounded by emojis that bounced, had little heart eyes and kissy lips. So while I was feeling nauseous and trying to process whatever this is, I then looked up at his face, full body. Now, if you were going to aggressively hit on someone you've not spoken to in over 2 decades, what pose would you strike? Some men are very confident, very bold. Other men, you can see the fear in their eyes. The regret is instant the moment they send it. My guy, he went with kind of a confused shrug, ta-da, jazz hands. Now, did he look at this before sending it to me? Did he honestly look at that and think, damn, that's sexy? Or did he think, yep, good enough? Now, I don't know about you. I'm not good enough material. You need to chase me. You need to woo me. You need to stalk me on Instagram at 3 a.m. and like all of my posts from 6 years ago, like a normal person. As I looked at the visual equivalent of yuppers, I got to wondering, what's the proper etiquette here in responding? Is it a passive-aggressive, thank you? Is it more of a, there you are, how's the fam? Or, my choice, delete all of your social media and go dark. Now, I came out late. I came out in my 30s. And that essay was the first time a lot of people found out. So I thought, maybe there's a typo. Maybe I said something that I didn't even realize. So I went back to check my writing. And at no point in time did I write, I've just gone gay all of a sudden. Please send dick pics. I don't know what he was thinking. I may know what he was thinking. We met when we were teenagers in the 90s. His family had moved to my small town in upstate New York to be a part of our high control church. Yeah, you were there. We quickly became friends because we were the same age, but there was always this energy between us, and that led to a lot of sleepovers and late night forbidden curiosities, which of course were never spoken about, because if they were, it would have brought a lot of risk and a lot of scandal to our families. So, what small town, high control church in the 90s would teach sexuality or how to process your feelings? Shockingly, that church fell apart not too long after. I moved up here, and shortly after, he came out. So, when I wonder about what he was thinking, I have to figure, my guess is, he probably was trying to pick up where we left off. Or, since he was the first one from our church to come out, maybe this was something he felt was his responsibility. Everybody who came out after him, he thought it was his job to celebrate them, to welcome them. You know, like the Oprah of dick pics. You get a dick pic, you get a dick pic, you get a dick pic. Everybody gets a dick pic. But that just, how long was he waiting for then? That just asks more questions. Was he using the power of Christ to compel me to come out? Did he take a picture a day, hoping that this was going to be the day? This was like his replacement of daily prayers. He manifested this moment. And if so, put a little more effort into it. Buy a ring light. Practice your face. Have a step 2. I really was thinking about him when I posted that essay. I wanted him to know I got there in the end. I wanted him to know I was proud of him for coming out in the 90s at a much harder time. I wanted to have a healing conversation with him. But now, I've got to deal with this little prick.
Yuppers.